Even though the coreway is usable again, there is still plenty of construction work and rubble clearing needed.
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush to conclusions.
We cannot hide from evil.
Faerun Lothar. Greetings, friend. I'm here for a short while to help continue rebuilding our relationship with the Earthen. Brinth has come as well, representing the machine speakers. I've been learning so much from her. Our talks are going well, though I'm having some trouble keeping down their mead. Strong stuff.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
Trouble in the Highlands. Both Gaora and Anath have received word of unrest in the Irati Highlands, civil unrest in Stromgard, and raids on Maghar and Stromic outposts. Danath and Gaora are returning to their homes, Stromgard and Hammerfall, to defuse tensions. I asked to accompany them. I have long wanted to reconnect myself and my people to the Irati. I also want to learn more about the Horde. Gaora was willing, but Danath took some convincing. Though, I may have implied you were joining me. Travel to the Irati Highlands via the portal in Dornogal.
Be strong, my friend.
We must investigate before we have another war on our hands. Champion, Lamplighter.
Ready and right behind you, Danath. Thank you for accompanying us, Champion.
Pity that a family squabble could make me loath to return here.
There is so much yet to learn in the topside world.
Faerun Lothar. Faerun does not seem to hear the conversation between Gaora and Anath. Instead, her eyes are locked on the great ruin in the distance, a small smile creeping across her face.
Our light brings unity. I hope I have the strength to bear it here.
Danath Trollbane. My niece Maran might be a Trollbane, but that is where our similarities end. I placed my trust in her, and she nearly started another war between the Horde and the Alliance. Danath grimaces.
Working together is not just an option, it is...
Is that...
Thoradin's Wall? Yes.
Then the stories and legends I read as a child were... true.
Stories are just stories, Faerun. And that wall is just a wall.
I know Arathi history is embellished, Danath. But are you not proud of your heritage?
Yes, but pride in our legends foments Stromic superiority, and reasons to strike at our neighbors.
I understand. Among my people, some still distrust outsiders. I had thought your people...
Going to Kaz Olgar was unpopular in Stromgard. But the Sons of Lothar promote tolerance and mercy.
Finally, the Alliance has sent us help.
Finally? What's happened here, Walker?
Be obliged if you'd help us.
Walker Gresham. It's terrifying to think, but if I hadn't been on my way out here to fix the wagon and Maggie hadn't followed me. Walker shakes his head. We were able to get out after the bandits showed up. There are more and more of them every week. Why are they coming to the Highlands? How many people's lives are they here to ruin?
It'll be all right, I hope.
Thrumka!
Overlord Geira. Humph. This reminds me too much of what happened the last time Lord Danath returned. Overlord Geira. Geira's lip curls in disgust. Lord Danath left Stromgarde to be ruled by his niece, Lady Marin Trollbane, until his return. She began using the 7th Legion to claim territory that belonged to the Horde. To protect ourselves, we brought the Core Crone here. It was a standoff. Jaina and Thrall traveled to Stromgarde and Hammerfall to ask for aid in Haz Algar. That went as well as you would expect. The conflict only ended when my people laid down their arms and the 7th Legion did the same. Lord Danath arrived and removed Marin from rule. And then we all joined the fight in Haz Algar. Lady Marin is in prison, but old hatreds smolder. Not surprising, another threat has kindled from its ashes.
May your enemies grovel before you!
We must bring our light to all of Azeroth.
Faerun Lothar. Don't worry, little one. You're safe with us. Faerun glances up at you. I'm not sure I agree with Danath. But darkness, even here, affects even the youngest of our shared people. I am glad I felt the calling to come here where I can be of service. Faerun, smiling, returns to distracting Maggie. I wish my hair was long enough to have braids like yours, Maggie.
Faith and farewell.
Will I be strong like you one day?
Maggie Wiltshire. Are we safe? I'm still scared. Can we go home now?
Bye-bye!
Well met. I could use another seasoned soldier at my side.
For Azeroth. It wasn't always like this.
Torches and tar. We've been attacked before. But this time. Walker shudders. This was different. They didn't want livestock, grain, or money. They took torches and some barrels of tar we used to fix our roofs. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I can guess. They're going to burn something down. You need to stop them before they do another homestead harm. Retrieve 10 stolen torches from Defias bandits and 10 barrels of tar from Newstead Farm.
Trollbane will fix all this. I know it.
Finding family. Where's my mama? My papa? Ellie? Maggie looks around with tears in her eyes. I was full Owen Mr. Gresham and Clarabelle when we saw the bandits. He grabbed me up and we ran here. I don't know where Mama and Papa and Ellie are. Can you find them for us? Clarabelle is starting to get worried. Maggie sniffles. Discover the fates of Marshall Wiltshire, Sharon Wiltshire, and Ellie at Newstead Farm.
Next time bring me some sweets!
Why now? Why us? What do they want?
Emblematic of things to come. This Defias bandit was carrying a badge with an unfamiliar emblem. The emblem looks like a rising sun with long rays emanating from it. The sun and rays are colored red. Perhaps Danath can identify it. Bring the unfamiliar emblem to Danath Trollbane at Newstead Farm.
They looked like defiers. But what would they be doing here?
They called themselves the Red Dawn. They wanted me to join them.
Daddy? Mommy?
Oh, Maggie! You're all right!
My lord, who are the Red Dawn?
I do not know.
I guess we're not strangers anymore. Bye-bye.
Not really in the mood for visiting. My farm. Trollbane will fix all this. I know it.
It felt good to go to battle once more. It will feel better when I can finally rest.
Ill tidings. A Defias attack. The theft of tar and torches. A group called the Red Dawn recruiting here in the heart of the Highlands. Stromgard was right to send a missive asking for my return. What is going on here? I placed Colonel Niles in charge after Maran's foolishness led to her imprisonment. I must head to Stromgard and speak with Niles immediately. Meet Danath Trollbane at the gates of Stromgard Keep.
Back to... Dip. We must continue on to Stromgard. Unless Faerun...
Danath, I am a soldier and an Arathi, just like you. I would not abandon you now. can I help?
Stromic hospitality was once known far and wide. Have you come from far away?
Unrest in Newstead. We don't have the hands to quell the unrest here.
If more hands are needed to keep Stromgard safe, the champion and I are ready to help.
At ease, champion. The sons of Lothar will remain vigilant.
Farewell. Orders?
Colonel Veronica Niles. Lord Danath has granted you entry into Stromgard, but be warned the populace is on edge and acts of violence are becoming more common. Especially against non-humans.
For Stromgard.
At your service.
Captain Roderick Brewston. If Danath vouches for you, I trust you. And trust is in low supply here in Stromgard. After Lady Maran was put in her place, I thought Stromgard would go back to normal. And it did. For a time. But now there's tension here so thick I'm afraid to breathe around some people. Citizens are acting out. I don't know what's gotten into everyone. Fighting, stealing, backstabbing. If you're willing, I could use your help.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
It is good to feel the sun on my skin once more.
Faerun Lothar. Strom, or Stromgard as it is known now, was once the capital of the Empire of Arathor. King Thoradin founded the city after uniting the human tribes under his rule. He built this fortress long ago to protect the humans from the Amini trolls. Think of it, this castle is older than my entire nation.
May the darkness never find us here.
Stromgard has a reputation for being unwelcoming. Do not
This
let
is
that
much
keep
worse
you
than
from
I
asking
thought.
my counsel.
With the attacks disrupting supply lines, the people are angry, hungry, and looking for someone to blame. The easy choice is blaming our neighbors at Hammerfall. We cannot let this unrest continue. I must speak to Niles and my advisors. I see Faerun has volunteered the both of you to help the people of Stromgard. I do not like putting either of you to work on what is a diplomatic mission, but helping Brewston while I speak to Niles would put my mind at ease.
You have your orders.
Stromgard welcomes you. For Stromgard.
Curfew kerfuffle. I'm glad for your help. Between deployments to Haz-Algar, responding to threats in the Highlands, and desertion, we simply don't have enough soldiers to enforce order. Maran's supporters are causing trouble throughout the city. They're stealing supplies, harassing people, you name it. We've enacted a curfew, but Maran's supporters are openly defying it. As my deputies, go around and tell the troublemakers to go home. If they get rowdy, you have my permission to teach them a lesson. Deal with 15 Maran supporters in Stromgard.
Stay safe. You know where to find me.
Deputy delivery. Trade in Stromgard has broken down. We're short on goods and workers because of the attacks. Niles was too busy, so I took it upon myself to write official requests for aid. Most are simple and straightforward writs for supplies and such for the Stromic army. The desist writ for Joseph is different. He is loudly blaming everyone not human for our woes. Someone needs to officially tell him to shut his yap before he starts a riot. As my deputies, would you enforce my requests for aid? Deliver Brewston's request writs to people in Stromgard.
Stay safe. Obliged for your help, but keep your eyes open. There are agitators about.
Apologies for putting you to work. We will speak again after I have briefed Niles and Brewston.
I am here as a representative of the people of Hallowfall.
can I do for you? Have a good one.
Maybe it's time to pack up and leave Stromgard. I've got a hammer, if you've got the coin.
Belinda Darkstone. Those Marin flunkies. They're making it harder and harder for anyone who isn't human to live here in Stromgard. Did ye see how they were crowding around me and Godry? Shameless. And nae respect for the law at all. But that's nae your problem. I see the shiny deputy badges ye both got there. What, Niles and Brewston too busy talking and apt to come and help us or ask for a favor?
Our last shipment of iron was stolen by bandits, but I'll do what I can.
We could try to recover those shipments. I will speak to Denath.
That's 3 caravans to date that haven't made it to Stromgard. Do you have an appointment?
Bertram Barleybeard. The Alliance has heard the requests from Stromgard, and we are doing what we can. We've been sending caravans of food and supplies from Hazmodan, but they keep getting attacked en route. We can't spare more troops to protect the convoys. We need what we have in Hazalgar. We're still tied up trying to find and defeat Zaladath, not to mention Aiden the survivors of Dalaran and our new allies. I wish we could do more, but we're stretched thin as it is.
Tell Brewston we're already doing everything we can to help.
Confronting Zaladath left no one to protect Stromgard. No wonder these people feel neglected.
Marin, true heir of the Trollbanes, will deliver us from the Horde. She will be Stromgard's salvation.
Joseph the Enlightened. Joseph points to you and addresses the crowd. Hark! Look at the creatures Denath allows into your city. A traitorous Drakthur. They are here to steal your resources to fund their imperialism. These so-called friends of the treacherous alliance travel to exploit newfound lands while we suffer and starve. They send our grain to gnomes, elves, and Drania. And when we need help, where are they? What have they done for Stromgard?
What's this? Denath Trollbane's minions threatening me for speaking the truth? Is this justice? Is this righteous? I will comply, for now. But a new dawn is approaching for all humanity. Be ready, my friends.
Stromgard welcomes all. People keep saying the attacks are just bandits, but I think the Horde is behind it. It's about time someone did something.
Amy Hardy. You're not from here. Are you from the Alliance? Are you here to help us with these orcs? Amy sees your deputy badges and rolls her eyes. Ugh, Brewston. He's got the spine of a water elemental. Sending his deputies to do his lord and master's bidding. What does that useless man want now?
Banditers? If Lord Denath would stop talking to orcs and start killing them, we wouldn't need bandages.
The orcs are not your enemy. Lord Trollbane is doing what he can to keep you safe.
Why should I help you, anyway?
Amy Hardy. Get out of my sight. The dawn is coming.
There'd be more for us if less strangers were about.
If this keeps up, we're going to have to start rationing. Blame the Alliance if you're hungry.
Luminos. Are you here with a delivery? With the poor harvest, and all the thieving, basic foodstuffs have been hard to come by. We haven't received any outside aid either. If we don't get help soon, we're going to starve. Why doesn't the Alliance help us?
I should have known. You just want to take, and leave the rest of us nothing.
Brewston would not ask if he were not desperate. Please, whatever you can part with.
Sorry, but my larder is empty.
Luminos. If Brewston wants food, tell him he can walk all the way to Stormwind to get it.
Come back next week. Maybe I'll have something then.
You don't know who you can trust.
Have you come from far away?
Hey there.
Wind's howling today.
The people are scared of Merrin's gangs. If we reassign...
No, Captain. You know we don't have the manpower for that.
Need some help?
Captain Roderick Brewston. The city is a powder keg waiting to go off. Lady Maran's supporters are growing day by day because of the attacks in the Highlands. Her people harass not just the common folk who follow Lord Denath, but also anyone who isn't human. And now these Red Dawn people Lord Denath just told us about. Between our deployment to Haz Algar, combat losses, desertion, and attacks in the Highlands, We just don't have the resources to police the city right now.
For Stromgarde!
I stand for the people of Stromgarde.
Colonel Veronica Niles. Faerun Lothar. I never expected to meet a Lothar after Sir Anduin Lothar fell at Blackrock Spire. The Lothar bloodline is descended from King Thoradin himself, founder of the Empire of Arathor. Faerun may not think much of her surname, but to people on this side of the world she could be considered royalty.
Dismissed.
Hey there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
It's despicable, really. They try to intimidate loyal citizens and make them leave just because they aren't human. They also shout down anyone that doesn't agree with them. Many around here just try to avoid them, but it seems like they hang out where it's hard to do that.
You know where to fight.
You have my thanks and the thanks of Stromgarde. I'm sorry you got an earful from Joseph, at least he left peacefully. Despite how it may seem, the city is still loyal to Lord Trollbane. Mostly. Lady Maran's followers are just louder. And angrier.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I'm listening.
Marin Trollbane. I am Colonel Veronica Niles, and I am in command of Stromgarde in Lord Trollbane's absence. I'm sure while aiding our people you've heard the name Marin in Stromgarde. Lady Marin Trollbane is Danatha's niece. She was briefly regent while Lord Danath Trollbane campaigned for troops for Haz Algar. Her actions during his absence led him to imprison her when he returned. That said, Lord Trollbane felt Faerun should speak to her. Perhaps to get perspective. I can take you to her if you wish. Observe the meeting between Faerun Lothar and Marin Trollbane in the barracks of Stromgarde Keep.
Stay out of trouble. He would have introduced Marin himself, but Gaara summoned him urgently to Hammerfall. Come with me.
Strange that Danath would leave without us. And want us to talk to his estranged niece.
Welcome to Stromgarde.
Marin Trollbane. Marin smirks at you. Ah, a Drakthur. I would say welcome to Stromgarde, but I am fairly certain my people do not appreciate your presence. Your kind is not welcome here, Drakthur. Best to return from whence you came before an unexpected misfortune befalls you. We would hate to see that, wouldn't we?
We will be a proud people once more.
Faerun Lothar. So this is Marin, the root of so many of Stromgarde's troubles. But what would Danath want us to learn from her? I suppose he wants to see what she sees. How the ideal of the Irati has been corrupted. But surely he knows I am aware of how fervor for anything has a dark side. Faerun furrows her brow. Something seems wrong here.
You are a prisoner. Why does Colonel Niles defer to you?
You should know. Names carry weight. Faerun Lothar. Despite your elven blood, a great Arathi warrior returning gives us hope that those dissatisfied with Lord Danath Trollbane's rule, with our old Stromic ways forgotten, with famine, unrest, and orcs on our lands, and dwarves and elves in our cities, all will rise up and embrace a new dawn. And that when they do, I hope you'll be part of it, Faerun.
I would like to see Stromgarde as it was, but your promises are empty. And I would never betray Danath.
You say that now, but you'll see it my way, in time.
Colonel, Sheol but told me she was involved with the Red Dawn.
Marin may be in prison now, but her supporters continue to spread her rhetoric across the Highlands. Whatever she may say, I do not believe that she is the leader of this Red Dawn that you both are speaking of. I see who comes and goes. She receives no outside visitors.
Farewell.
Finding refuge at Refuge Point. If you want to find Lord Trollbane and tell him your theory about Lady Marin, the missive called him to Hammerfall, far to the east of here. He may have stopped at Refuge Point on the way. It's a Stromic encampment about halfway to the Orc town. Because of the frequent bandit attacks in the area, I believe he meant to stop and check in with our people there. You might catch up with him there. Look for Danath at Refuge Point in the Irati Highlands.
Dismissed.
If you leave now, you might catch up with Lord Trollbane at Refuge Point. But watch out for bandits. Need some help?
The people who attacked Newstead called themselves Defias. Who are they?
Defias? I haven't heard that name in a while. Their story is a little sad, actually.
What do you mean? What happened?
After the Second War, Stormwind was heavily damaged. The Stonemasons Guild was contracted to rebuild it, but Stormwind's corrupt House of Nobles denied them payment. They rioted, and in the riot, the Queen was accidentally struck and killed. They were driven from the city and became bandits. The Van Cleef family became their leaders. I had thought that the Defias were dead along with the Van Cleefs, but that may have been wishful thinking.
I don't condone banditry, but I can understand their frustration.
I suppose. If they'd been paid, they wouldn't have become bandits. But you can't just throw away law and order if you don't get your way, like Marin's supporters are doing now.
That is a good point. Thank you, Captain.
City's dangerous nowadays.
Stromic hospitality was once known far and wide.
So be it.
Over here, champion. Come look.
Unknown soldier. The bandit is wearing red and white, but their garments do not resemble any of Stromgarde's military uniforms. A quick search of the uniform's pockets reveals a familiar-looking emblem. This is the same emblem you collected from the Defias at Newstead Farm. Around the body are several sets of tracks that head eastward. One set of footprints is bigger and bulkier than the others.
Whomever they attacked got away, but may need help. Let's follow their tracks. We mean you no harm.
You expect me to take your word? Trust is in short supply.
Karga Blood Fury. If you wish to earn my trust, Drak Thur, you will explain yourself quickly.
I fight for the Highland.
Have a good one. Hey there.
Vicky Linsov. I've heard stories about the orcs helping out human farmers but didn't believe them until now. We've heard so much from Stromgard about how the Horde are to blame for many of our problems. Vicky looks at Karga with a mix of fear and wonder before turning back to you. We may have had our share of conflict in the past, but the Horde isn't the problem today.
Safe travels.
I give aid to who needs it. Keeping Refuge Point was attacked as well. I saw it burning and rode in to help. Strength and honor.
Karga Blood Fury. Horde outposts like Hammerfall have suffered attacks from both bandits and trolls in recent weeks. Our outriders are on constant patrol. But now that I know the Alliance has been targeted as well, you have confirmed what I already suspected. Something bigger is coming. Perhaps it is related to this Red Dawn.
Loktar.
Being here is like being in the stories I was told as a child.
It's good to see humans and orcs banding together to help one another. If only the Irati here could have seen what I did at Haz Algar.
I have so very many questions.
Another bandit attack?
They can wait for now.
And they carry the same emblem as the bandits at Newstead? If this is connected to the Red Dawn and Marin.
Our light bring Red Dawn emblems here and at Newstead. I wonder if they were at Refuge Point as well. We must bring our light to all of Azeroth.
Faerin Lothar. Bruce Dawn warned us about how rough it was out here, but I didn't expect things to be so bad. These bandits are attacking in force, overwhelming the few defenders these places have, and completely destroying these people's lives.
Karga, do you know much about the Scarlet Crusade?
Only what I have heard from the elders in Hammerfall. I know they have no love for the Horde or the Alliance. The Scarlet Crusade holds twisted beliefs. They want to eradicate our allies, the undead. But they also believe that the Alliance has failed to protect humanity.
The belief in human superiority seems prevalent here.
This is the Arathi Highlands. Where have you been? Under a rock?
You could say that. Yes.
I give aid to who needs it. I fight for the Highlands.
A familiar face. Early on, these attacks on our settlements seemed to be pockets of bandits competing for resources. Now they are better coordinated. As if they are working together as a group. That's bad news for everyone. But rivals don't come together without a strong leader. And without them, they will fall. If you're willing, find the leader of this attack on Refuge Point and eliminate them. Defeat the leader of the attack on Refuge Point.
Keep your senses keen. Loktar.
Supply run. Stromgard's troops are in Haz Algar and it cannot protect its outlying settlements. Hammerfall does what it can to help, but we too fight in Haz Algar. We've taken many injured Stromic refugees to Hammerfall, but feeding them all has strained our resources. But there may be a way to help more people. Vicky told me Refuge Point is a supply depot for nearby settlements. If we can get our hands on some supplies, we can care for more refugees in Hammerfall. Collect 4 supply crates from Refuge Point.
I fight for the Highlands.
These bandits, do they call themselves Defias? Did they mention the Red Dawn?
I did not give any time to speak. They killed everyone not human and took all but who I could drag away.
You dare think you can stop what's coming? You dare think you can stop the Red Dawn? No matter. Our job here is done. You will never defeat all of us.
You're saying Danath was never called to Hammerfall?
On my life, Gaara said nothing of it. Trust is in short supply. Keep your senses keen.
Good, Deiaji. I hope Stromguard does not mind us borrowing these supplies for their refugees. Hat.
Loktar.
He escaped. Karga spits on the ground.
I fight for the Highland.
I am here as a representative of the people of Hallowfall.
Onward to Hammerfall. First an attack on Newstead Farm by Defias, now an attack on Refuge Point by these Scarlet Crusaders. Different groups of bandits, but both speak of this Red Dawn and carry the same emblem. Also, Joseph is directly involved. This all seems connected, and it leads back to Marin.
Danath never arrived? Then, where is he?
I do not know, but you have my word. We will find him. Champion?
Eitrig. Overlord Geyura arrived earlier and informed us of the events at Newstead Farm. She left to deal with the situation at Goshek Farm. The bandits are not the only problem on this side of the highlands. The Witherbark trolls have stepped up their attacks as well.
May you find glory in battle, but live to see peace.
If Danath is not here, where is he?
I have so very many questions. But they can wait for now.
A different point of view. Danath is not here. Faerun says he journeyed to Hammerfall because we requested a meeting. I sent no such message to him nor anyone else. I will dispatch outriders immediately to search for him. While we wait for their return, you and Karga's quick thinking may have saved our human refugees. We had just run out of food to give them. Distribute the crates directly to them. I'm sure they will be grateful for the food inside. Place 4 supply crates next to Arthi refugees taking shelter in Hammerfall.
We will have peace. Dispatch all available outriders to search for Danath. Geyura has told me much about you, Faerun. You are welcome here in Hammerfall.
Marauders burned down my farmstead. The orcs drove them off and brought me here for shelter.
Is there spiced bread in there? Orcish food is hard on my teeth.
If our food's so tough, human, then don't eat it. Not so long ago, these humans wanted to kill us. Why is Eitrig helping them? Better to leave them to their fate.
It looks like the Outriders have all gone.
Finally.
What now?
Doom Rider Helgrim. Some of the Forsaken are former citizens of Stromgard. Unable to return home, they have dispersed across Azeroth. Most have settled in Lord Aeron and many have joined the Defilers. Some have gone as far as Orgrimmar and Thunder Bluff. A few stay in Hammerfall, wishing to be close to their ancestral lands. Perhaps one day Stromgard will open its gates to them. But that day is not today.
Our time will come.
Greetings. Strength.
If orcs have long warred against the humans, why help them?
Long ago, a human showed me great kindness. I strive to honor his memory by protecting the weak and defenseless.
I've been expecting you.
Innkeeper Edigwe. My apologies, friend. We do not have room in the inn at the moment. We are sheltering more people than expected due to the recent troubles in the Highlands.
We shall meet again. Report!
Eitrig. Every human I have ever met has admitted feeling fear in the presence of an orc at one point in their lives. We have warred with the humans for generations. It's almost instinctual. Or so I thought. To see and speak to a human with no grudges from the past and no judgment in their eyes, it is not an honor I expected in my lifetime.
Seeing Hammerfall and talking to your people has been an eye-opening experience, Eitrig. Harboring refugees no matter their creed. My people would do the same.
I do not doubt that. Both of our peoples have suffered through dark times. We may live here in peace now, but this site was once witness to unspeakable horrors. The Alliance imprisoned many orcs here in an internment camp. We liberated and claimed it, naming it after our fallen war chief, Orgrim Doomhammer.
The Alliance held your people here? In an internment camp? And yet, you harbor human refugees?
And yet... Lamplighter, there have been far worse crimes committed against my people. Such is war. But our teachings say if we are wronged, we can cause more suffering or end it. We now choose to end the cycle.
I think that my people could learn a great deal from yours, Eitrig. Thank you for welcoming me here. Being here is like being in the stories I was told as a child. Yet not.
I never realized how much my people have in common with the orcs. We are both far from home, we are both self-sufficient, we are both peoples born into war. And most of all, their sense of duty and honor rivals ours. I feel, even more at home here than in Stromgard.
Faith and farewell.
To see a troll. There's no word from the Outriders yet, but Eitrig has not told Geira of Danatha's disappearance. I have told him we would go and give her the news. She's at Goshek farm dealing with a witherbark troll attack. Eitrig says they've become increasingly aggressive recently. I can't help but think of the history there of the troll wars and Arati battles. But I admit I see them differently now after learning more about the Horde. Let's go. We can look for Danath while we're out there. Meet Overlord Geira at Goshek farm.
Our light brings unity. We'll tell Geira of Danath's disappearance. Hopefully he will arrive here before we return.
Wait! I have information about the Red Dawn. Help me, and I'll tell you what I know.
I didn't think we'd end up like this.
Barclay. My brothers and I have served in the Syndicate for years. We are true patriots of the Kingdom of Alterac. But now there have been some changes in leadership, and we're not sure if this is the same Syndicate anymore. I think we were sent on this mission so the new leader could get rid of us. Fine. We'll start our own Syndicate. As for the information I have, the new leader is planning something big. And it'll happen soon.
I just want out.
There is so much yet to learn in the topside world.
Faerun Lothar. The Defias, the Scarlet Crusade, and now this Syndicate. I've been told these aren't just bandit groups, but once powerful organizations in their own right. Many are wondering why they are gathering in the Irati Highlands. It seems they each once had their own spheres of influence, but have amassed here for an unknown reason. Does the Red Dawn have something to do with this? None of the people I talked to have ever heard of that group before.
Faith and farewell.
Faerun has informed me of Danatha's disappearance. While that is troubling, we can't return to Hammerfall just yet.
The Magha will claim victory.
Overlord Geira. Faerun told me that Danath is missing. I don't know who was responsible, but it certainly wasn't the Maghar. We've heard rumblings that Stromgarde is blaming us once again for their troubles. Tensions are starting to boil over. We need Danath so cooler heads can prevail. But as much as I want to search for the old man, we have to deal with business here first.
Die well.
Withering the Witherbark. The Witherbark have always been an annoyance since I have been here. But now? Something has stoked their ire. They are attacking human settlements. Perhaps the Red Dawn is again to blame. Eitrig has ordered us to try to help the humans they attack. We have stepped up our patrols and welcomed refugees. But we need someone to go to their village and bloody the Witherbark's noses. They're overconfident. They think they can get away with attacking our Outriders. Make them think twice about that. Slay 15 Witherbark trolls at Witherbark village.
I will see Draenor's skies once more.
Crime family. This Syndicate human came to us hoping to trade information for a rescue mission. The Syndicate is a recent thorn in our side, so I had half a mind to cut him down where he stood. But he claims to have vital information, and with this news of Danatha's disappearance, it might be worth the risk to do as he asks. He has 3 brothers being held captive inside Witherbark village. Go in, find them, and if they're alive, extract them. Save Crester, Holt, and Perry from the Witherbark trolls in Witherbark village.
Fight with honor!
The Witherbark? As in the Amani Witherbark? The Orathi's ancient foe. Come, champion. I will need your help.
Piri. I don't want to live in some cramped soul shard all my life. Piri. Look, I was just doing my job. We were told we had to attack the Witherbark and plant evidence that the Horde was responsible. Something about drawing away Hammerfall's defenders. Now please let me go. Hold. Help me out of this pot. The water isn't even boiling, just a little warm. Hold. I told them us Syndicate folks joining that Red Dawn group was a bad idea. Working with bandits like the Defias and lunatics like the Scarlet Crusade, the Syndicate are more respectable than that. Crester. It's awful. They've been throwing axes at this gong all day. I hate gongs. Crester. I told my brothers we picked the wrong assignment. I wanted to infiltrate Hammerfall and spy on the orcs like the others. But no, my brothers thought that was too dangerous.
Loktar! I swear! Syndicate is on their way to attack Hammerfall for the Red Dawn.
Go with honor.
That will surely cow them. I'd be surprised if I saw any of them stray from their village anytime soon.
War is all we know.
Barkley is lucky you reached his brothers in time.
Die well.
The Syndicate strikes back. This human is claiming the Syndicate scum are going to attack Hammerfall. Another day I would not be concerned. But with the Outriders dealing with the Witherbark and searching for Danath, Hammerfall is undefended. Let's go, Deiaji. We must defend our home. Meet Overlord Geira at Hammerfall.
May your enemies grovel!
You don't have to tell us twice.
Geira, champion, Faerun. Then Hammerfall is not lost. We will retake it ourselves!
Speak!
I should have been here. I could have done something. White-hot fury and rage emanate from Geira's tense posture and tightly closed fists.
The Magha will claim victory. Go with honor.
You are welcome in Hammerfall.
Hammerfall down. Eitrig growls in frustration. I was such a fool. I should not have sent away those outriders. Without them, the Syndicate have overrun Hammerfall. And were it not for my fool heart, the refugees turned out to be Syndicate spies, curse their greasy hides. But now you're here. Now, we can force the Syndicate out. Eliminate their soldiers and save any trapped civilians. Those spies have had enough of my open hand. Now they'll suffer my fists. Eliminate Syndicate soldiers and save trapped civilians in Hammerfall.
May our allies grow, and our enemies cower before us.
Once bitten, twice shy. I caught a glimpse of who was leading the attack. It looks like Joseph the Enlightened may be less full of hot air than we thought he was. Is he now part of the Syndicate? I thought he was part of the Crusade. I suppose it doesn't matter. If we want to stop the attack, we'll have to take him out. Defeat Joseph the Enlightened in Hammerfall.
I have so very many...
Forward! Hammerfall will be ours once more!
Fortunate I changed my mind and spared you. Next time, I will not be so forgiving.
ambush Stromic caravan.
It could be Danath's. We must go and investigate.
We continue to fight for Azeroth.
There are still Syndicate stragglers about, but Hammerfall once again belongs to the Horde.
Eyes open, weapon ready.
The heart of the Maghar is pure and strong.
Ha. Built orc strong. Just like us.
War is all we know.
It is good to feel the sun on my skin once more.
Joseph escaped again, and this time his warning was much more foreboding. He has darkness in his mind, and his soul. I am confused how he can profess to follow the light.
May the darkness never find us here.
Danatha's disappearance. My outriders discovered a destroyed caravan on the road. Around it were the bodies of Stromic soldiers. It could be Danatha's escort. Or it could be another hapless group. Either way, we must investigate. Let us hope Danath is not among the dead. Meet Overlord Geira at the Arati Highlands crossroads.
I will see Drano.
Good. Now let's find Danath and punish those behind his disappearance.
You again. I will not go easy.
These look like orc weapons. Why would your people attack Danath?
They would not. Something is wrong here.
I will hear your words, but
This
judge
wasn't
you
a
by
battle.
your deeds.
It was an ambush and a massacre.
Fight with honor, die with
False
glory.
flag. This was not done by simple bandits. This spot was chosen specifically for an ambush. And these troops were taken down quickly and efficiently. If Danath was heading to Hammerfall, this road is the most direct route. That makes it predictable. Gayuragru Maces. We must search for Danath among the dead and find out what happened here. Leave no stone left unturned. Investigate the area for clues as to Danath's disappearance.
Go with honor.
Suspicious dirt. You spot a small object half buried in the dirt. When you brush the dirt off, you recognize a Red Dawn emblem just like the ones you saw before. It seems someone lost this amidst the chaos of the ambush.
We've seen that emblem twice before. Was this the work of the Red Dawn?
Dead horse. This horse was killed swiftly and suddenly. It appears the rider fell but recovered quickly. They seem to have fought off several enemies before being overwhelmed. However, there is no body here. Given its position in the column, perhaps it was Danath's horse. Orcish axe. This axe appears Orcish in origin but is otherwise unfamiliar. It is not in the same style as the ones used by the orcs of Hammerfall. It has also not been well maintained. In fact, it does not look fit to be used in combat.
That axe was forged at Argarok. We abandoned many like it, with the fortress at the end of the last war.
Die well.
The Syndicate brothers must have taken them from Argarok and planted them for the Red Dawn. But why?
To start a war that would destroy both Stromgarde and Hammerfall, and leave them in power.
Then we must search for Danath, starting at Argarok, and alert Stromgarde of what we have found.
We are here to win this war.
It is decided then. If we are to prevent war, we must alert the Alliance to the situation and rescue Danath as quickly as possible.
I will see Draenor's skies once more.
I am here as a representative of the people of Hallowfall.
Return to Stromgarde. Eitrig was right. The Red Dawn are trying to start a conflict between the Horde and the Alliance. We need to get back to Stromgarde and tell Colonel Niles that Danath has been kidnapped. She will surely commit all her resources to a search. Come, Deiaji. There's no time to waste. Return to Stromgarde and enlist Colonel Niles' aid in finding Danath.
Faith and farewell. I will inform Stromgarde and ask for their help in the search. With luck, I can forestall any aggression.
We will head to Argarok. If Danath is there, then this conflict ends before it starts.
You need something?
We must widen the search.
How can I serve you?
Colonel Veronica Niles. Colonel Niles's face is scrunched up in concern. She looks uncomfortable, perhaps even regretful.
For Stromgarde.
Faerun Lothar. I just finished explaining the situation to Colonel Niles. We should be heading out shortly to help Eitrig find Danath.
Our light brings unity.
We do not have the resources for a manhunt, Faerun.
To rescue the Lord of Stromgarde? I thought you were in charge here.
I think we can drop the charade now, Veronica.
You're behind this. The Red Dawn? Danath's disappearance.
Yes. And now that my uncle is gone, I'm free to do what I wish. Footman!
Stop this madness! You're all Arathi!
And I thought you were once. Now you'll suffer for not joining our cause.
It's you! Listen, I'm going to need your help. We have to stop Merrin and Niles. Hey there.
Brewston leans in close to you and speaks just above a whisper. I'm glad I found you. I need all the allies I can get. You're very lucky they left you alive.
Stay safe.
Captain Roderick Brewston. You bring Brewston up to speed with what you know. So that's how Moran got loose. Brewston scowls. I never would have thought Veronica capable of such treachery. Does she really believe this is the way to help Stromgarde? Let's hope your orc friends are able to find Danath before it's too late. We have our hands full here.
For Stromgarde!
The search for Faerun. I saw Faerun being taken away, but couldn't follow without them seeing me. She's probably being held in another building. Go find her. Hopefully, she's still alive. And see if you can find any more information on the Red Dawn. There's no way we should have been overwhelmed so quickly. Colonel Niles and Lady Trollbane must have installed their cronies everywhere. The more information we have, the more we can use against them when we fight back. Search the structures in Stromgarde for Faerun and information on the Red Dawn.
You know where to find me. Stay safe.
How old are these things? Moran tried to declare herself the new ruler of Stromgarde. While some in the army are complicit in her coup, there are still a lot of us who are loyal to Lord Danath Trollbane. But when we broke ranks, Moran was ready for us. She has an army of soldiers I've never seen before. They call themselves the Red Dawn, but I think they're just the bandits wearing uniforms they took from our supplies. Help us take out her goons and collect any evidence that shows what they really are. Collect 20 articles of proof from Red Dawn troops within Stromgarde.
For Stromgarde! I need to rally more loyal troops. You see if you can find Faerun. We need all the help we can get.
Red Dawn propaganda. This is a piece of Red Dawn propaganda. Many years ago, the Alteraci were one of the first to set out from Strom and build a nation away from Earthor. The kingdoms of Alterac and Stromgard have quarreled over the years, but now we must remember our shared history. It is now time for our people to unite once more. We are not enemies, but cousins. I will take the first step in offering peace and reconciliation. I invite the remnants of Alterac, known as the Syndicate, to join the Red Dawn. We are a faction that will fight for all humans, no matter their kingdom or creed. Let us return humanity to the glory it once had. Veronica Niles. Red Dawn Oaths of Loyalty. Written on these scrolls is an oath of loyalty to the Red Dawn. I henceforth renounce all allegiances and swear my loyalty to the Red Dawn and its leader, Maran Trollbane. I vow to serve, protect, and defend the cause of humanity to the exclusion of all else. I promise to unite the people of Earthor once more and see them take their place as the greatest nation of Azeroth. Red Dawn propaganda. This is a piece of Red Dawn propaganda. Brothers and sisters of the Scarlet Crusade. Long have we fought to eliminate the scourge of undeath from our land. Long have we suffered defeat after defeat at their hands. It is time for a change. We must seek out allies to help us in our glorious crusade. But more than that, we must lend our aid to those with even grander aspirations. Let us not only save this world from the undead, but make it a paradise for humans everywhere. That is what the Red Dawn stands for. That is what Maran Trollbane fights for. A new dawn for all humanity. Joseph the Enlightened. Red Dawn propaganda. This is a piece of Red Dawn propaganda. The Defias have been failed by their leadership, first by the Van Cleaves, and now by Ratsman. These charlatans have been satisfied with banditry and petty thievery. They suffer from a lack of imagination. The Defias were founded to remove the corrupt nobles of Stormwind. We were to bring justice, honesty, and integrity back to our rulers. We lost sight of that in a quest for revenge. No longer. Now we have found a new cause and leader. One who will not only cleanse the corruption from Stormwind, but from all human kingdoms. Rise up, my Defias brothers and sisters. Rise up like the morning sun and join the Red Dawn. Rise up and follow Lady Maran Trollbane.
Champion, you're alive. Help me out of these bindings.
Faerun Lothar. I knew she was involved, but I can't believe Marin was the leader of the Red Dawn. Marin put her own people in harm's way just to create the conditions to justify her coup. She's not fit to rule Stromgarde.
I have so very many. While captive, I heard Marin's plan to amass her troops at the gates. We must stop her! Sacred Flame, I'm glad you're here. You found an earth.
At your service. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Captain Roderick Brewston. It seems with Colonel Niles siding with Moran, the Loyalists are looking to me to lead them. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
You know where to find me.
I'm glad Faerun is alright. And this information you found. Brewston's shoulders slump. When people are desperate, they'll believe in any promise of a better life no matter whom it's from.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Some of this stuff must be at least 20 years old.
Just so.
Stay safe.
I knew it. Her army is made up of members of the Defias, Scarlet Crusade, and Syndicate. In other words, bandits, zealots, and traitors. This evidence should help convince others that Moran is not to be trusted.
You know where to find me.
We must bring our light to all of Azeroth.
Rise of the Red Dawn. Danath and Eitrig ran ahead to confront Marin. They hope if they stop her, they can end the coup and the bloodshed. But after seeing Joseph the Enlightened's handiwork firsthand, despite how unorthodox he may be, he's still a danger. And I hate to say it, but I would relish the chance to finally take that underhanded cretin down. He's blocking our path up ahead at City Hall. Let's take him down and then help Danath and Eitrig end this war. Defeat Joseph the Enlightened and help Danath and Eitrig.
May the darkness never...
I'll gather our troops to cover your back!
Let's go, Gayara! We will take him down together! Come on! Let's find Danath and Eitrig!
Bringing along more deviants to the fight this time? No matter. I am too important to spend my time with you. No, my shield! But I'm the Enlightened One! The Scarlet Crusader!
Come on! Let's find Danath and Eitrig!
Speak quickly. There are battles to be won.
Stop this! Danath fought to save all of Azeroth!
He sold us out so the Alliance and Horde could wage war in Kazalgar! You'll never understand. For Erethdor! The Red Dawn will rise again!
No! Do not make her a martyr. Our history will read. Faerun,
true daughter of the Arathi, allowed Marin to live without her title and name. The Red Dawn vanished from the Highlands forever.
This is not over.
The cycle of war, it never ends, does it?
One day, Danath. Times are changing, even for us old soldiers.
The Sons of Lothar are at your service.
Maran was given mercy. I'm still not sure she deserved it. But there is little she can do now without her name and title. After failing twice, the Stromik will not follow her. And without the power her name and title wielded, she's useless to the bandits. Mercy or not, I thank the light that the conflict has been ended. You have my thanks as well, Deiaji.
Farewell. Rest when you can.
Past glory. Maran's Red Dawn has left the city and peace has returned to Stromgard. At least for now. Faerun left for the countryside. She said she wanted to check on Newstead and Refuge Point, but I think she wanted to get out of Stromgard. She came here with such enthusiasm. I should not have tempered it so harshly. I feel in the end it was I who needed to learn a lesson. We should check in on her. Speak to Faerun at High Purge.
Excuse me if I talked out of turn. Go on ahead, champion. Eitrig and I have some diplomatic red tape to clean up, I'm sure.
This is not how I expected my first visit outside Kaz-Algar to go. There is so much yet to learn in the topside
Faerun
world.
Lothar. Perhaps I was too naive. This place isn't the shining testament to the history of my people as I thought it might be. It's the same as everywhere else, people struggling to survive. Maybe Danath was right. Maybe there's nothing in those old stories but myth and superstition.
I have so very many questions. But they can wait.
I'm sorry. Stromgard was not what you expected.
You were right. I was naive.
No, Faerun. I was wrong.
Wrong? How?
I said Thoradin's wall was just a wall. But what it represents does exist. In you.
I don't see...
You have been a guiding light. Saving my life. Bringing us together. Reminding me of my true mission. You look to the past, but you are our future. And I am glad of that.
Perhaps the new dawn is not what Marin wanted. But us, returning here for our people.
I hope you are right.
Being here is like being in the stories I was told as a child. Yet not.
Danath is right. Legends are just legends. We shouldn't try to live in them, blinded by pride. Instead, those legends should inspire us to make the world as we hope it should be. Light willing, we will remember the past but work for a better future. For all of us.
My mage can send you back to Dornogal, but you'll always be welcome in Stromgarde, champion.
Even though the coreway is usable again, there is still plenty of construction work and rubble clearing needed.
May your wings guide you home.